Hello friends, today we will discuss about some more evaluation techniques on limit. Now the first one for the example, that one is given as that evaluating a limit when the limit laws do not apply. Let's check the problem. Limit x approaching to 0 and that is given as the function as 1 by x plus 5 by x into x minus 5. Now both the 1 by x and 5 by x into x minus 5 fail to have a limit at 0. Now if we put the value of x is equal to 0 here, that is 1 by 0 plus that one is 5 by 0 into 0 minus 5 or 1 by or 5 by 0. Now both the cases, since neither of the two functions has a limit at 0, we cannot apply the sum laws for the limits here. So we must use a different strategy, and in this case what we are doing, we find the limit by performing addition and then applying one of our previous strategies. Just look at the steps. At first we are adding, that is 1 by x plus 5 by x into x minus 5, and after addition we are getting the result as the numerator is x and the denominator is x into x minus 5. Now we can just cancel the x here. So we can write limit x approaching to 0, that is 1 by x plus 5 by x into x minus 5 is equal to limit x approaching to 0 x by x x minus 5, and finally limit x tends to 0 as 1 by x minus 5, and just putting the value of x is equal to 0 here, we are getting the result as minus 1 by 5. So that is the first problem where we can see when the limit laws cannot be applied but we can evaluate the limit. Let's check the second problem, and that is more interesting. Evaluating a one-sided limit using the limit laws. Let the function is given as square root of x minus 3 and the limit x tending to 3 minus, and the second same function, that is square root of x minus 3, but here x tending to 3 plus. If we want to remember the things, that is 3 minus x approaching to 3 minus, that means that is left hand limit, or the value is coming from the left hand side of 3. That means from the below part of the 3, or the values are just like 2, 1 in that way, or 3, 2.9, 2.99, but not greater than 3. And for the 3 plus, that means the values are coming from the right hand side of 3, that is 3.1 or 3.2 in that way. So what is going on for the 3 minus? Limit 3 minus, when we are trying to find out the value of the function fx, square root of x minus 3. So is defined over the interval, that is 3 comma plus infinity. Since the function is not defined to the left of the 3, what is happening when we are getting for the x tends to 3 minus, that means the value whichever x has or approaching, that means the value is less than 3. So whatever the value is less than 3, that means we are getting the result as square root of minus negative. Okay, so that is the negative, means that is impossible to find out the square root of any minus value. So that is, we cannot apply the limit laws to compute the limit x tends to x 3 minus or square root of x minus 3. In fact, since fx is equal to square root of x minus 3 is undefined to the left of 3, the limit of x approaching to 3 minus square root of x minus 3 does not exist. Now look at the second part, that is fx is equal to square root of x minus 3, but that is for x approaching to 3 plus. 3 plus means the value of x is particularly greater than 3. The 3 minus means the value is particularly less than 3. So that is negative, but that is x is greater than 3. So the value is particularly square root of positive. So we can find out a value. So when the limit loss can be applied for the limit x approaching to 3 plus square root of x minus 3, by applying the limit loss, we obtain that limit x approaching to 3 plus square root of x minus 3 is equal to 0. So that is the type of function where only one-sided limit can be evaluated. Let's check with another interesting example where we are trying to evaluate a two-sided limit using the limit laws. Let the function is given in that way: fx is equal to, if x is less than 2, then 4x minus 3, and when x is greater than equal to 2, that one is given as x minus 3 whole square. So we have to find out the limit of fx when x approaching to 2 minus. We have to find out the limit of fx when x approaching to 2 plus, and we have to find out the limit of fx when x is approaching to 2. Let's check the first one. The first one means when we are trying to find out the limit of x approaching to 2 minus. 2 minus means once again the value is less than 2. The x value is less than 2. So when we are trying to put out the value of fx here, so when that must be x less than 2, so that is 4x minus 3 the function must be. So here we are writing limit x tends to 2 minus fx, that one is equal to limit x tends to 2 minus 4x minus 3, or putting the value of x is equal to 2 here, we are getting the result as 5. Now the second, that is limit x approaching to 2 plus of fx. Now look at the functions one again, that is when x is greater than 2, x plus, that means the value of 2 plus, that means the value of x is greater than 2 originally. So we have to choose the function that is x minus 3 whole square. So when we have limit x approaching to 2 plus fx, that one is we are getting, that is limit x approaching to 2 plus x minus 3 whole square, and putting the value of x is equal to 2 here, we are getting the result as 1. So already that one is our left hand limit and that one is our right hand limit. Now the third part. The third part question is limit x approaching to 2 for the fx. Now once again if we look at the function, that is when x greater than equal to 2, that means when x is 2, the value of that one is x minus 3 whole square. So we are putting the value when x approaching to 2, that one is also same for x minus 3 whole square. So in that case that must be x is equal to 2. So that is x minus 3 whole square, or the result is same. But here we can say that the left hand limit is equal to 5 and the right hand limit is equal to 1. So we conclude that the limit x tends to 2 fx does not exist, because the left hand limit and right hand limit has different value. So when already in the previous question, previous problem, we have seen that when one-sided limit can be evaluated, but when the both-sided limit can be evaluated, but we cannot find out the value of that particular limit when x tends to 2. So let's check another example, and that is more interesting. Evaluating a limit of the form that is k by 0, where k is not equal to 0. That means the numerator part is not 0, but we are using the limit laws here. Let's check the problem. Limit x approaching to 2 minus, and the functions are x minus 3 upon x square minus 2x. Now after substituting in x is equal to 2, we see that the limit has the form minus 1 by 0. Just put the value of 2 here, 2 for the x, that is we are getting minus 1 and that one is 0. So that is minus 1 by 0. That is, as x approaches 2 from the left, the numerator approaches to minus 1 and the denominator approaching to 0. Consequently, the magnitude of the complete function is becoming infinite. To get a better idea of what the limit is, we need to factor the denominator. That means we are just factoring the denominator. Just here, the numerator is x minus 3. We are keeping it as just intact, and the denominator is x square minus 2x. We are just taking common as x, so that is x minus 2. And we can see here that x minus 2, particularly that denominator part, is the problematic and giving us the x minus 2 is the only part of the denominator that is 0 when 2 is substituted. So we then separate 1 by x minus 2 from the rest of the function. That means that x minus 3 upon x square minus 2x can be written as limit x approaching to 2 minus x minus 3 by x from here into 1 upon x minus 2. So we put the value of x as substituting the 2. So that limit give us limit x approaching to 2 minus giving us x minus 3 by x is equal to minus half. And the second part, that is from the multiplication law, that is limit of x approaching to 2 minus 1 by x minus 2 is equal to minus infinity. Why minus infinity? Because 2 minus, that means that is the value is less than 2. So that is giving us the negative thing, negative value. So that is minus infinity. So their product is particularly minus half into minus infinity. So that is giving us the limit of plus infinity. So finally we can say the limit x approaching to 2 minus is x minus 3 upon x square minus 2x is equal to plus infinity.